Hi, I'm Felix Semper, and I am an artist. I am mainly focused on sculptures and on paper sculptures in particular. I've got two products right now. I've got the shoe and I got the burger. And when you look like you could eat the burger, but obviously that's when the whole thing opens up. And it's all done by hand, so that's why it could take a week to 2 weeks, depending. And the beauty is that it opens up. The paper sculptures that are created are unique because they're not glued on the outside, they're glued on the inside. It's an internal mechanism that makes it open. So the way that it's glued is, you take however many sheets I think the sculpture is going to take, which is normally a sculpture like Biggie will take about 7,000 sheets. And then I will start working from that. So, I'll start carving after I glue it, and I glue each sheet to a huge stack. Then I'll carve it. I'll start taking away paper with special tools that I've created to be able to work on paper. For example, Biggie took me 3 months to make. I'm a great fan of hip hop and of Biggie. I've been listening to Biggie's music for a long time. And when it was time for me to create a bust, I think he wasn't the first, but he was one of the 3 or 4 or 5 that I did, just as a big sculpture. Sneakers, they take depending on the complexity of the design and everything, can take from a week to 2 weeks. There's a lot of small little details, a lot of paint jobs. It's like, creating, 2,000 sheets of paper and then carving it into a shoe. It's just not, it's not an easy thing. Plus I incorporated a lot of live actions, like a lot of real things like, the shoelaces. I incorporate, I mix mediums so the eye doesn't know what's real and what's not. Well, paper sculpture is an important medium for me because when I was starting, I started with paper. I drew on paper, I painted on paper, so paper was around me on a daily basis. So I also worked in a print shop where I used to cut a lot of paper, and I used to see how the paper would shift and handle, and would be able to create images with it. So I started just working on solid paper, gluing it together solidly, and then I figured out how to make it into a movable sculpture, which is also part of my love. I loved animation. I always wanted to be an animator as well. So I think all this combined into one medium.